work. It's pretty noisy in here. So we're gonna see. And I'm gonna give it a second and just kind of fix my hair up. And I guess in about a minute or two I'll just start chatting. But yeah, we're just here at the hostel, and luckily they're not playing copyrighted music in the lobby right now, so I can hang out with you. And yeah, we are in London. London, UK. I have a couple of like English type snacks for us to try. I really hope the audio is working. I'm so nervous. I don't know how to know. Let me see. Hi. Nice to see you. You feel free to put a comment down in the chat if you have any questions. I was just saying, I guess, to the air right now and to the people around in my hostel that we are currently in London, UK. I don't know if you're one of my followers or not, but I recently went on a big trip. And tonight we're going to... Oh, hey there! We got lots of people. So I'm literally doing my hair in the hostel lobby right now. Ah, hola, Patrick. Hola de Reynolds Unidos en Londres. Tengo estos snacks y tú tienes un paisano cerca de mí porque él es mi compañero. So, I just had a new follower from Peru say hi to me, and it makes me excited because my travel companion is also Peruvian. I think he came on watching my first video about Lima, Peru. So that's really cool. Let me see. Sorry, I'm just finishing fixing my hair. Who wants to see English snacks? Because that's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna see a couple of snacks. They're English. Hey there, guys. Hello from London, UK. Hi. Is it Marina? Hi. Gracias, Patrick. You should totally check out more of my channel. I don't know how long you've been studying English, but you should check out more of my channel because I actually just recently got done. Since November of last year, I was living in a house with a lot of people from Mexico, and they taught me a lot of slang too. So fun. Maybe sometime we can, like just as an audience generally, and me hang out with you guys, talk about Mexican slang. I promise I'm almost done with my hair, y'all. It's been a hot mess, and it was a little windy today. Anyways, okay. Somebody give me a thumbs up so we can get started looking at the snacks. I'm waiting for the thumbs up, y'all. You can hear me, right? Oh, of course you can hear me. Patrick said that my Spanish is good. Really? Oh, thank you, Mariana. Alrighty, y'all. We're going to wait till the 4-minute mark, and then we're going to start showing the snacks, okay? If anyone has questions about... Ah, there's the thumbs up. Okay. Thank you, Marina. We get to start the snacks a little bit early then. All right. So, first one is wine gums. They're also the feature of the thumbnail of the video. I'm trying to look at you. I'm so sorry. It's like, I don't know why I keep looking in this direction. I think I'm supposed to look here so you guys can see me. Anyways, these are wine gums. Funny story about these ones. So oh, thanks for the thumbs up. Whoever gave me a like. Anyways, wine gums. So I don't even think I've ever had them before. It's gummies that literally taste like wine. So let me see what flavors they have. I actually studied abroad. This is my 3rd time in the United Kingdom. I studied abroad here back in 2019 for 2 weeks with my nursing class. I'm a nurse, by the way, for those of y'all new to me, although I am not currently on assignment. All right, let's see. Anybody like wine here? I like red wine sometimes, but alcohol makes me so sleepy. All right, let's see. So we have purple and red and yellow. And let me see. I feel like there's one other color somewhere. It does smell like wine, though. So this is claret. I don't know what kind of wine that's supposed to be. Let me see. They're so chewy. Anyways. It definitely tastes like wine, though. Oh my gosh. So, That's the only thing of the wine gums I want right now. Oh, I was telling you a story though. So, I had a classmate when I was studying abroad in the UK. No, I'm not traveling alone. I'm with my friend who is also Peruvian. He gave you a salute, or maybe he gave me a salute. Anyways, these gummies taste like wine, and I was studying abroad in England, and we were at a theater, and my classmate was like, these scare me, and my professor said, okay, well, if they scare you, don't eat them. Tiene sabor de vino, es raro. Y es muy raro. I was just sharing the wine gum with my travel companion. He doesn't like it, he just made a face. But let's move on. These are also gummies. They're called Jelly Babies. And I think they're basically like gummy bears. Let me see. Oh my gosh, they're gummies? Oh, okay. These are actually squishy. It's like literally a little dude. And let me see what all flavors they have. So they have green, yellow, red, and purple. These ones. I'm going to try the red one because usually red and purple are my favorite ones. So, mucho mejor es. These ones are so much better. I don't know what to compare it with. It tastes like some other candy, doesn't it? What does it taste like? There's a candy it tastes like, and I can't think of it. I think Mike and Ike's. It tastes like Mike and Ike's. It's got... like a firmer outside, and the inside is like extra soft and chewy. Here. Okay, so as of right now, rating them. This one, 2 out of 2, and 1 out of 2. Top 1 so far. But I have lots more. We'll keep going. Hey there, if there's any of you who just tuned in and are new, we are currently in the United Kingdom in the lobby of a hostel. My name's Olivia. I've been just like hanging out on YouTube talking about my life and everything, and I'm finally getting to share some travel because I'm doing a multi-week trip with my travel companion, Angel, who's from Peru. I'm posting videos about Peru right now because I was just down there seeing him before we went on the trip together. So you should definitely check those out. I have another one coming out tonight, but I had an issue with my charger. So basically, you have to have converters here, and it's been a whole situation. And the hotel and this hostel lobby, it's really hard to find places to actually plug things into charge. It's a whole thing. I'm going to be making a whole video about this hostel, so stay tuned for that. For right now, we're here trying some sweets from London and also one salty, but I don't even think I'm going to try the salty because I know how that tastes. Anyways, we have Jelly Babies. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, that's not a model. I don't know what my favorite Peruvian food is. That's a hard question because y'all have so much good food. Gosh. What? Oh, 1 second. I hope you can't hear that. Okay, good. I was like, oh, that might be copyrighted. Anyways. I keep thinking and thinking. What is something I really miss when I'm not in Peru? I really like the churros. I like y'all's version of churros. And, lomo saltado. That's one of my favorite ones too. I do cuy, but I do cuy just because I'm down there and it's a thing. I don't, I'm not like, oh, I really wish I could have cuy right now. Oh, so like I said, we're doing Jelly Babies and wine gums, and we have some others that we're going to try. So this right here is Milky Bar. They have like a bunch of pastries that are flavored like Milky Bar too. I think it's just chocolate. Let's see if there's anything special with this. It's literally chocolate wafers. Like, look, this looks like the stuff that you melt down into candy. And that's what it tastes like too. Angel's about to try it too. He's my travel companion. He stays off of camera But I'm going. He just said it looks like soap. It does look like soap. Yeah, I don't know how well you're keeping up with me right now. I totally feel you, Patrick. I would talk in Spanish, but then no one else would be able to keep up with what we're saying. I think I'm pretty fluent. I took a fluency test though, and I failed it, but it was because it was for C1. For those of you that don't know too much about learning a second language, C1 is the test that you take to show that you're like native level fluent. And I failed it, but it was also for Spain Spanish, which is very different from Latin American Spanish. Anyways, who wants to see more snacks? Let's see. So I think for right now, I'm going to keep rating them each time I try a snack. We have the Jelly Babies are number 1 still. And the Milky Bar is number 2 because I really don't like the wine gums. So the wine gums are still at the very bottom. It'd probably have to be like straight up bad for me to rate the wine gums anything better than at the bottom. And then we have this right here. It looks like a Reese's, but it's like from the packaging if you're from the United States. But it's not. It's toffee. Toffee is from the UK. And it's individually wrapped, which I love. I feel like a lot of times when you get these in the United States, they come like it's all open on the inside, but it's not like that here. I'm going to go ahead and break this in half because half of it's for Angel. And then let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that's actually really pretty. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to give this side to Angel. He's excited about that one. ¿Cómo está? He likes that one. So this is my favorite one so far too. Let's see. All right. So I think the Jelly Babies are now number 2. And the Toffee Crisp is number 1. Wine gums are still number 4. And, the Milky Bar is the second. Because, I mean, it's just okay. If you had to stay in one of the countries you have traveled to, which country would you... Oh, of course my birth country isn't valid. So if I had to stay in any of the countries, it's funny because my travel companion, Angel, and I were just talking about that. And I was talking about how London is actually pretty cool. And as an American, it wouldn't be, or a United States American, because Patrick, you're an American too, just a South American. Anyways, it wouldn't be so hard for me to live in London, especially because I have a transferable skill as a nurse. But the pay is not as good, and I don't know, it would be so expensive to live here in the city, and I don't know if I would want to live like in the English countryside. You know, I used to have a dream to go out and live in Iquitos. For those of you, Patrick probably knows what Iquitos is, but for those of you who don't, it's a like jungle, almost like a jungle city on an, they call it an island because the only way to get there is by boat or plane. So yeah, I was wanting to be out there because it's nice tropical weather and I speak the language and the food is good. Sometimes you can even get piranha. All right. So yes, I think honestly, Peru, I love your country. I would stay there, and all I have to do is save up for maybe a year in my country, and I'd be set for a long while there. I actually just did some grocery shopping there. You already know because I know that you came here for that video. But for the rest of y'all should totally, oh no, that's the surprise. You get to see some Peruvian grocery shopping. We went to Wong, and I'll be sharing that with you later tonight because obviously I'm doing this live right now. So yes, Peru all the way for the low cost of living and beautiful people and affordable food. All right. Ángel. ¿Me ayudas? Se cayó. It thumbs up. One of my sodas just fell. So Angel's helping. Por ahí. Por favor. Esto. Gracias. Yeah. That's a surprise for in a second though. Okay. This is the last sweet. This is licorice. Somebody, I think there's 3 of you right now. Do any of you guys like licorice? Patrick, I think you're still there, and if you might not even know what licorice is. It's anise. Anise? I think that's what it's called. It's a root. Anyways, but it's soft, so looks like a little licorice coin. You can break it in half, or maybe you can't. Let me see. You can twist it in half, just like that. I'm gonna give half of it to Uncle. He likes licorice, so I think he's gonna like that. Yeah, he likes that. And I don't like licorice, so I don't like that. So, but it's still better than the... If I had to eat this or the wine gum, I would eat the wine gum. So we're gonna do... This is bottom. This is top right now. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna need to wash that down with a drink for a second. And I did bring y'all some drinks too. But before that, this is just salt and vinegar chips. It's very quintessentially English. They call chips, they call fries chips here, and they call cookies biscuits, and they call elevators lifts. And I think that's the main differences in like actual spoken British English that I could think of off the top of my head. I'm not gonna open these because I know how they taste. We just had some a minute ago. If you are from the States, you probably know what salt and vinegar chips are. If you're from somewhere else, maybe you don't, but probably any Europeans or US Americans or Canadian Americans watching this probably know what this is. And I guess it's kind of hard to rate this along with the sweets because like if I'm craving sweet, obviously I don't want this. I'll put this up here with the Jelly Babies and the Toffee Crisp. So these are our top ones. And our bottom ones are the wine gums and the licorice. And the Milky Bar is just okay, but it, like Angel said, it looks like soap and it doesn't really, I mean, it's just bits of chocolate. It seems like something that you would melt down into something else, you know? All right, now let's see. Oh, it's time for drinks. All right, so I did not get any alcoholic drinks because I'm not trying to get myself too sleepy. We actually already overslept today. We don't need to be doing that again. But here we go. We have some ginger beer. And I really don't know what the difference between ginger beer and ginger ale is, if there is any. Oh, hi there. I see some new people popping in. I don't know if you're a subscriber or not. My name's Olivia, and I am here live with you from the United Kingdom in London and the lobby of a hostel right now. And we're trying some British snacks. So I will show you what we already did. We have Toffee Crisp and Jelly Babies. Jelly Babies, I 1000% recommend. They're kind of like Mike and Ike's, but in my opinion, better. And the Toffee Crisp is like almost like a Reese's Fast Bar. But here, I'll show you a little bit of it. My travel companion, Angel from Peru, is here with me, and he's trying all of them too. And I think he agrees with my ratings. Oye, ¿lo mejor cuál es? ¿Cuál es lo mejor de todos? Okay, so we just agreed that these are the best ones, the Toffee Crisp. I'm going to take another bite of it real quick because I did not like the way that licorice tasted. I want to get the taste out of my mouth. It's much better already. All right, now, we were talking about drinks. So I also brought y'all some drinks. This is ginger beer. I do not know the difference between ginger beer and ginger ale, to be honest. And you can also find this in like Caribbean stores and yeah, mostly Caribbean restaurants in the States from what I've seen. Everywhere else it's ginger ale, but it really tastes a lot like ginger ale. Oh, hi, Disorderly Conduct. Yes, I'm so happy to have you as a subscriber, and welcome from the UK currently. I am US based though. This ginger beer, let me see. So they do calories really weird here. I wish I could show it to you in a way that you could actually see it. But basically, if you are from the States, because I know that most of my audience is in the States, I feel like it's pretty straightforward. Here it's like 76 kilojoules / 18 kcal, and this is typical values for 100 milliliters. So it's really hard to figure out what's actually in a serving. This is 500 milliliters, so I guess if it's 18 calories but I don't know if 18 kcal is 18 calories, so I really have no clue. I'm glad I'm not someone who's like super obsessed with that because it would be exploding my brain here. This ginger beer is good though. I'm going to pass it over to Angel, my travel companion. Oh, you like ginger beer? Are you from the States too? All right. And then we have some water because somebody already drank some and he just choked on his ginger beer because I called him out. Oh, you're from Ohio. I don't think I've ever been to Ohio, actually. Okay, this sounds bad, but the main thing I know about Ohio is that if you've seen 90 Day Fiancé, I know there was a girl in Ohio there. ¿Qué pasó? Sí, pica porque tiene, ¿cómo se llama? Q. Uncle said that this is spicy. And I mean, ginger is a little bit spicy. Hello, new person. I see you on there. We're in the United Kingdom right now trying out some snacks. This is our favorite water here. I discovered it the first day we got here because it was, we were super thirsty. It's called Volvic water, and it's kind of like Propel or Hint if you're from the States and you've had either of those, just a flavored water. But the difference here is that this actually has just a teeny bit of real sugar in it, but it doesn't taste like overly sweet. This one is citrus, so super refreshing. Pues yo, ¿tú puedes opinar en esto? ¿Qué tanto español conozco? Si tengo que dar mi misma 1 hasta 10. Angel gave me a 7.5, and I think that his opinion's more valid than mine because he's a native Spanish speaker, so I have a 7.5. Refreshing Volvic water. You should totally try it if you get here. They have sugar-free options too and fizzy options. Fizzy water is very common here. Fizzy water or carbonated water. And then the last one. This isn't actually from the UK. I'm sorry. This is a thumbs up. I doubt any of y'all three are from India, but this isn't actually the Indian version of Coca-Cola. And I saw it in the convenience store, and I remembered my time in India, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to get some. So this one's in a can. Let me see if I remember how it tastes. Yeah, I mean, it's like Coca-Cola, just, it's kind of, you know how Pepsi tastes like? Well, this might offend you if you're a Pepsi fan, but... Oh, lo siento, Patrick. Sigue aprendiendo. So, I have one Spanish-speaking viewer on here for sure right now. He is actually from Peru, which is the same place that my travel companion is from. And I think he's having a hard time keeping up right now. So every now and then I'm cutting into Spanish just to include him. We have such a small audience. Anyways, we got this thumbs up here. Oh, hey guys, I see Malvo. Hi, thank you so much. I've been seeing your likes to my videos and your comments. I appreciate you so much, Malvo. We are in the UK right now, actually. I'm in a hostel lobby, and I've been trying a bunch of snacks here. So we rated the Toffee Crisp as number 1, and we rated, I think that for Angel, my travel companion, the wine gums are probably his least favorite, and for me, the licorice is my least favorite. They have, see, they make it look, they call it a cake. It's called a caker or cakes. And they look like little medallions. And I thought they were going to be like soft and chewy, but they're really still very gummy, you see? Anyways, I'm going to put that away because Angel's going to eat it because he likes licorice. All right. We were trying drinks. So we have just some ginger beer. It's like ginger ale, but stronger. Angel, my travel companion, says that it's spicy. I like it though. And then we have Volvic water, which is almost like Propel or Hint, flavored water, and it's very refreshing. And then we have Thumbs Up, which I was about to try. Thumbs Up is not actually from the UK. It is Indian, but India and UK have a I don't know if close relation. They have a relationship. however you want to say that. I'm going to take a sip of this and see if I remember it because I took a very long trip to India, 2.5 months, and this reminds me so much of my time there. Yeah, it's like, it's not Coca-Cola and it's not Pepsi. It's a brown soda drink. I don't know how to describe it. For being from India, it's like less spiced. You know how Coca-Cola is kind of spicy? Like that. I'm going to give some to Uncle. Nila India. He's skeptical of anything from India because he didn't like any of the food there. He actually lost 15 pounds while we were in India for the 2 months we were there because of how he doesn't like the food. All right, so now we're going to rate the drinks. I think my favorite one is, if I'm like getting a drink that's not water, probably this. If it's a thirsty hot day, the Volvic. Oh yeah, Angel said that his favorite is the Volvic water because the ginger beer is spicy and the thumbs up is, I think that anything, if I tell him it's from India, he probably will only give it like a 2 out of 10. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to, I know, they're so good. Like I said, I think what's unique about them compared to like basically any flavored water in the US, is that it actually has a touch of sugar in it, but just a touch, so that it doesn't, I don't know about you, but whenever I have stuff that's artificially sweet, hey there, I see a couple of extra people on, so hello from the United Kingdom. I am in the lobby of a hostel right now here. We won't be here too much longer because, well, for one, it's getting late. I think that for most of y'all, it is sometime between like 4 in the afternoon. They might. I mean, it's kind of like you could probably even find the thumbs up at a world market or an Asian market. And while we're talking about things, I don't know if Patrick from Peru is still there, but one thing I like from your country is Inca Kola. I recommend Inca Kola to everybody. I was talking about Inca Kola a little bit in my last video, which you should totally check out. And we'll be going, hey there! Hi, Penelope! Yes, things are going amazing. I am live from a hostel in the UK right now, and we were trying some snacks. I'll show them to you real quick, 1 second. So we rated the Toffee Crisp as number 1, and I rated the licorice gummies as 0. And Angel, my travel companion, didn't like the wine gums. I didn't either. They literally do taste like wine. It's interesting and weird, and not my hottest thing. Oh, and if you ever find yourself in the UK, you should totally try the Jelly Babies. They're kind of like a Mike and Ike, but in my opinion better because they have like a sugar coating on the outside and they're really soft from the inside. Let me show you. See? It's so good. Now I remember what they remind me of. They remind me of artificial fruit slices, if you ever had those. And this is almost kind of like the peel on the outside. Hi, new person. Hello from the UK. We're in the lobby of a, I'm finally saying it right. We're in the lobby of a hostel in London, UK. Thanks for tuning in. All right. And then we were also trying some drinks. Although I feel like this is more just like former British colony drinks than English drinks proper. So, you know, ginger beer and thumbs up from India, ginger beer from the Caribbean. And get his mouth. I think Angel also likes the Jelly Babies because he just took some more Jelly Babies. And we have Volvic water. Volvic water is awesome if you like flavored water, but you don't like the taste of artificial sweetener. This has a hint of real sugar. It's called low sugar instead of no sugar. And I think that's a nice little compromise. I wish I could tell you how many calories were in it, but like I was telling you guys earlier, it's really hard to read the nutrition labels here. Like it's 107 kJ, 26 kcal, one serving, but one serving is 250 milliliters. So I think that this is about 51 calories total. So it's lighter than a soda, but it's not calorie free. But I don't worry. Korean? Is Volvic from Korea? I didn't know that. I just noticed it was something that I tried here that I don't have back in the States. I could see it being from Korea. You might be hearing Korean in the background too because I'm in the lobby of a hostel and there's people from all over the place. We have a bunch of flags. I actually, do you want to see the flags real quick? Let me show you. Here we go. There's my flag, and Angel's flag is over there. If you can see it, the Peruvian flag. So. Yeah, that's something I like. A lot of hostels tend to do that. They show like international flags and everything. Hey, let's go Brazil. Oh, Brazil was there too? Oh yeah, you're right. Brazil is there. Brazil is beside Iran. And I think the other countries are Egypt and Saudi Arabia and of course Canada. My friend Angel calls Canada Peru Premium because they have the same colors. Oh, see, I went to Canada one time, but I got stuck in a snowstorm, so I got scared and I went back because I am from Tennessee and I'm not used to driving in snow. Are there any special foods that y'all have in Canada? I know poutine. I tried that when I was up in Wyoming. But yeah, that's pretty much the foods that we have here. Does anyone have questions about like England or anything you're wondering about international travel or hostel life? I'm planning on posting about the hostel itself because honestly, I used to live in Oh, yeah, I have friends in Knoxville. I've visited the city a couple of times, and of course Gatlinburg is amazing. I've been on little vacations out that way and everything before. Let's see. I'm trying to think. It's probably about time for me to go to bed because it's getting late. Actually, I need to edit a video. How long will you be there and where do you go? So we actually are almost done with our London adventure. We're only here for one more day and then we're flying up to Iceland. Super excited to share Iceland with you guys. But I don't know. England, I like the big city vibe generally, and it's nice because it's a lot like being at home, but it's a little bit different. I feel like New York is international, but in a different way. Here you have a lot of people from different parts of Asia, and it makes me happy. Like, people still wear their traditional clothes, and you can see people doing all kinds of crazy poses, just like in New York too. Like, there was a girl we saw today who was in a like a graduation gown, but it was like I think that is true. It was cool. I was actually talking to a couple of people earlier, and I've been in hostels in other countries. Like I was in one in Peru one time, and I met a girl who, because we were the only two gringas there at the time, and she was from Germany, and so we chatted about all those sorts of things. And her chit-chatting with me helped encourage me to become a travel nurse because she was on like a long European vacation, like what we can't take with normal American jobs because we can't ever get off more than about 2 weeks in a row. And she was like literally off for like months, and I'm like, how do you do that? And one of the ways to do it, if you're an American, because our vacation times are a little bit more strict, is to be a travel nurse, because when I'm between contracts, I can be off as long as I want. I was recently down in Alabama. Hey there, I see some new people, so I want to say hello from the UK to all of you guys. We're at the lobby of a hostel. I got it right. I keep saying the hobby of a hostel. Anyways, we were trying some snacks. If you ever come to the UK, you should definitely try some Jelly Babies. I'm leaving in... Oh, you're living in Florida. Oh, you're from Brazil. I've been to your country. We went to Rio and saw Cristo Redentor. We're trying to see all the world wonders. Oh, let's see. German ancestry. Oops. Oh, no, I lost you. Let's see. Live chat. Okay, now I can see all of you guys. Oh, yeah. Germany is awesome. I've been there. I went to, let's see, Munich. And we also went to a place which I'm probably going to kill the pronunciation of it. But it's called Let's Go Try Snakes. Snakes? Like the food? You mean in Brazil? I didn't know that you could have snakes in Brazil. I know that if I ever go to like Cambodia and other parts of Southeast Asia, they eat basically anything. I've had kui before. That's a rodent, so that's a little bit different than what people do around here, right? This is a thumbs up. It's from India. And I am going to give my friend over there, who I'm traveling with, because I don't do solo female travel. Sorry, y'all. You look very Irish. Because I'm very strong Irish/English ancestry. My hair is like a mix of red and blonde, but it gets a little darker in the winter time. If we ever do a trip down to like anywhere close to the equator, where it's sunny, I just become covered in freckles and like red and yellow hair. Anyways, I'm going to give this to my friend because it's one of his favorites, and I don't think I can eat the rest of it. So he appreciates it. I travel with my Peruvian friend, who I actually met him through him messaging me on Instagram for me to learn some Spanish and him to learn some English. And I think my Spanish is better than his English now. He has his headphones in, so he didn't hear me say that. But I think he would agree with me. Anyways. Oh, what, is it a bad thing to look Irish or something? No, oh, you're playing with me. Sorry, I thought y'all were the same person for a second. I'm still getting used to these lives. You know, even when it's a pretty small crowd, or maybe even especially with it being a small crowd, this is pretty fun. I cannot imagine people who do the big old streams and it's just like comments. Learning a little Spanish while living in Florida. I am sure you did, especially if you were in certain parts of Florida. I went to Miami with a girlfriend one time, just a female friend. People get confused about that sometimes, and I'm like, no, I'm not rainbow. I just call them girlfriends. Yeah, Spanish is a beautiful language. Okay, I'm sorry, Gustavo. I know you're from Brazil, but Portuguese just confuses me because it's almost like German is to English, you know? It sounds similar-ish to where I almost think I'm hearing Spanish. I'm like, no, this isn't Spanish. This is something else. When I was in Brazil, actually, they were able to communicate with my friend Angel with them talking in Portuguese and him in Spanish. But my Spanish was too accented, so they would just they would just want me to talk to them in English. I think my accent's a little bit better now from living with a lot of people from Mexico. But yeah, I was talking about Miami. So when I was down in Miami, the Spanish really came in handy. There was actually a couple of stores and places that we went to where the people didn't even speak English, and I was being a translator for my friend so she could buy shoes and things like that. Because for some crazy reason, she wanted to wear heels and also at the same time wanted to walk like 2 or 3 miles in the blazing sun. Oh my gosh. Well, anyways, I think I'll probably hang out with y'all for about another 2 minutes, and then I need to get a video edited. Actually, we are still struggling to look for converters. If you do travel abroad, fun fact, if you travel abroad to Peru or a lot of Latin America, you don't have to worry about this. Oh, hey guys, I see there is 6 of y'all. My grandmother is Germany, but my mother's Italy, my father's... Wow, your heritage is like literally all over the place. Northern European, Southern European, and I guess your heritage in Brazil really depends on what your family tree is, because Brazilians are just a mix. Like I could be Brazilian and look like this. I saw people I remember we went on a tour actually to one of the, I think they're called favela. Yeah, in Brazil they're called favelas. In Lima they're called barrios altos. We went to the biggest one, and they were and the tour guide was like, "Yeah, all of you guys could be Brazilian." And she said, "It's like Russia, because Russian is hard." No, just came. Oh, hi, tall guy. The trip is going good. We are at a hostel in the UK right now. I'm so happy you were able to tune in because it's actually very late here. It is almost like 1 a.m. So I'm going to be signing off soon to edit a video for you guys that's going to come out still y'all's today, but my tomorrow, because I'm living in the future. Hello from the future. From Central Time, I'm 6 hours ahead. Polish and Native American. I feel like it's less common in the northern United States, or like in the US, to be able to have like traceable Native ancestry. I thought I had more, and then I took a test because they told me up and down that I had now it makes sense. They said I had a great grandma who was half of a, like, her mom had actual tribal affiliation, but her mom might not have even been full. I don't know. I had another friend that she said they went on, her mom was actually accepted into the Cherokee tribe, and she like grew up Cherokee. And then it came back and they just thought that she didn't have her papers because the building burned down for the records. And then it came back and it turned out that she actually wasn't Cherokee at all, but because everyone around her thought she was, and she genuinely grew up that way, but she learned when she was like 40 that heritage-wise she actually wasn't. So that's crazy, isn't it? I don't think that would happen anymore because we have electronic records, but you know, back in the day, if the building with your records burned down, how are you going to know? This is a thumbs up. It's from India. Okay, that's cool. That's you know, one thing that I really appreciate about Latin America is that they still have a lot of intact native tribes and even native languages. We have a little bit of that in the United States, but largely for very sad historical things that happened that I would argue should have been done in a very different way, but we can't change them now. Our tribes are very small or mostly extinct compared to tribes that, I guess it was just that the Europeans. Yeah, I feel like Native American, if you mix with like super Northern European, it's weird because I'm just thinking like genetics, and genetics is a funny thing. Usually darker features are dominant, but I feel like when I see people who are like a mix of Native and European, the European comes out stronger. And I don't know why that is. That's just an interesting genetic thing. But also, it seems like it depends on where in Europe, because like most Latinos, well, it's kind of hard to say most Latinos, but you know, like people from Mexico and Peru, because there's certain areas of Latin America that are more like African or even like just European. But if you look at someone like my roommate or my friend Angel, they're a mix of Native and Spaniard, but they'd have a very distinct look. So I don't know if maybe when it's Northern European versus Southern European, it changes it a lot. Anyways, I'm just rambling about genetics right now. I'm sorry. I nerd out like crazy about that. I used to love to do Punnett squares and all those sorts of things. All right. So I think that I am getting tired because it's almost 1 o'clock my time, and I still have a video to edit for you guys. So make sure that you tune in for that. I'm so happy to see all 8 of you. Hello, hello. If you come to England, you need to do a toffee crisp and jelly babies. Yes, genetics is so interesting. It's like, and blood types, the way blood types work. And the way red hair works. Like, I've heard that redheads are basically going extinct, and I'm not even a true redhead, but I do have some in my family. Did you know that apparently genetic Irish, we associate that with red hair, but that's not actually how that works. That comes from the Scandinavians who had been coming to and from the island for the longest time. So, yeah, that was interesting to learn on my tour to Ireland. Oh, good morning from Ohio. Oh my gosh, we have 2 people from Ohio here right now. Hi, Judy. It's so good to see you. I'm glad you were able to tune in before I left. If you go to England or a carrot top, yeah. Have I ever done a DNA test? Yes, I have, and I'm literally Wonder Bread. I am, I'm from England. What my genetics is. Oh, hey, y'all. So I'll have more Italian. Yeah, that's something else I think is interesting about Latin America. Like my friend Angel was telling me about how in Peru, I think Peru is one of the countries. Hi, so good to see you. Glad you could tune in. Ohio. It's a funny name, isn't it? But yeah, certain parts of Latin America have people with more native heritage or people with more of like certain heritages. Did you say you're Wonder Bread? Oh, well, you know, Wonder Bread, like the bread, that's where, and like it's usually like white bread. I'm very Northern European. Like a lot of my genetics is actually right here, where I am, right here in England, and then a touch of Scandinavian. They're pretty sure that that's where my eyes come from because apparently I had a Swedish granny. Like no, my grandma had a Swedish grandma that had the same tone of blue as my eyes, so that's where that comes from. And then just France and scattered Europe, and like literally the tiniest drop of Native American because my family on my dad's side has been in the United States long enough that that got mixed in at some point. Oh, we were talking about Latin America though, and how they have some countries have more or less people of native heritage than others. So in Peru, Peru is one of the countries where people have stronger native heritage than places like Uruguay or Argentina, where there's a lot more people of stronger European heritage. But Peru does have one little region in town where it's a bunch of Germans or people of German ancestry. And my friend Angel said I could actually almost blend in there, although I think they would still pick up on the fact that I'm a tourist. All right, so we're gonna wind it down. One more little time. Hello and thank you to everybody. I'm so happy y'all tuned in. I'm planning to publish this live. I don't think anything copyrighted came on for too long, and I hope that YouTube's not offended by me talking about genetics. I genuinely was just nerding out. I think that the genetic diversity that we have as a human race is beautiful, and I'm not trying to say that any one is better or worse than the other, just that it's interesting. Anyways, try some jelly babies and toffee crisp if you come to England. Oh, thank you, whoever gave me that like. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you're watching out. I'm going to be publishing a video before y'all's midnight about Peruvian grocery shopping. And we'll be seeing each other again. I hope to be giving you a live from the van in Iceland sometime. And Angel and I are going to go up to our little hostel room, which has 15 beds, and we have 2 bunks there. You'll be getting a tour of the hostel at some point too. It's been an experience. It's brought some parts out of me that I thought I had mostly fixed. Don't forget Denmark. Alrighty. Well, you guys are the bestest. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see each other next time, hopefully for live for the van. And don't forget to be looking at for my videos. Good night from UK. Thank you so much, Judy. You have a good night. Bye, y'all.